Jesus rose from the dead on a Sunday. Therefore, we go to church on Sunday. Okay. Now, first of all, I'm not sure Jesus rose from the dead on a Sunday. Mary came to the tomb. It was not even daylight. It was still dark, and he had already risen. So what does that tell you? I actually think it was probably Saturday evening before sunset when Christ rose from the dead. But, you know, that's a matter of my opinion. But, okay, let's say Jesus rose from the dead on a Sunday. Okay, let's go with it. Let's go with it. Let's say, okay, Jesus rose from the dead on a Sunday. All right. Okay, now, don't you think if he changed, and this is monumental, okay? You're talking about changing the fourth commandment, or just doing away with it, and you're thinking about changing it to Sunday. No longer are we going to keep the seventh day of the week. Now, we've done this for 4,000 years, okay? It is the fourth commandment. It is the 10 commandments. You know, it's fourth commandment. We've done this for 4,000 years. Now, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the first work day of the week as holy. Okay? Now, don't you think there would be something in the Bible about that monumental, incredible change that Jesus would say, okay, boys, because I rose from the dead on a Sunday, I am now changing the day of worship. Did Jesus forget to say that? I mean, why didn't he say that? Why didn't he just at least mention it? I mean, think about it. In the book of Acts, you have the Jerusalem Council that agonized over circumcision. They had to have a meeting just to discuss this. Circumcision is not even one of the 10 commandments. And they had this council because they thought that in order to be saved, you had to be circumcised. And this is discussed in the book of Acts under the Jerusalem Council about circumcision, which was not even one of the 10 commandments. Now, don't you think that if the change had taken place, where this monumental change of negating the fourth commandment, changing the fourth commandment to the first work day of the week, don't you think somebody would have said something about it in the Bible? My point is, it's not in there. There's not a word mentioned about a change. Do you know why? Because it never was changed. Jesus didn't go to church on a Sunday. He did not keep the first work day of the week. Neither did the New Testament church. The New Testament church didn't go to church on Sunday.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.